selling is serving. You want somebody to get your product because you know it's going to help them. When you have a payment plan, make sure that you're charging more total for the payment plan. That way somebody has incentive just to pay all in full, which is better for your business. In this episode, if you have a pre-recorded, i.e. evergreen webinar funnel, and you want to see somebody else's funnel and take some of the tips from my funnel reaction, funnel review, and apply them to your own funnel, then you are in the right spot. Let's get into it. So this is the funnel of Angela. She is the owner of the Systems RX, and this funnel starts well, it looks like it starts at the top of her website where it says sign up for the top 5 funnel building mistakes masterclass. So I've clicked there and I'm going to start up for the masterclass, but let's start the funnel review right here. When I'm looking at this, I want to know for an opt-in page, because I'm a Facebook ads manager, right? I want to get opt-ins the cheapest way possible. So I want the opt-in page to be designed in a way that allows the most or the highest percentage of people that visit the page to opt in. So that's how I'm looking at this. And also as an online coach for course creators who has worked with at least like 110, maybe like 120 established online course creators, high earning course creators, between 250 gross annual revenue up to like $1.2 million in gross annual revenue. I've seen a lot of opt-in pages. And I've seen a lot of opt-in or conversion percentages. So I like this header up here so far. Launch your funnel with confidence, even if you're a self-proclaimed tech phobe. So she states the main value of this webinar, and she also has a little fear in there, and that can serve to overcome somebody's objection. I want to have a funnel and launch it, but I don't know how to connect all the things, and I don't have money to hire a team member who can connect all the things for me, so I'll just sit here and do nothing. Well, she overcomes that, or she starts towards overcoming that a little bit here. Cool. Join me for this free masterclass. Uncover the 5 most overlooked funnel building mistakes hurting your conversion rates and how to fix them. The value here is clearly expressed, and I like that. So what comes next is there is a black call to action button that says, I need to know this. Now, I like that black CTA button because it's not just saying register now, join now, watch the webinar now. The call to action text or language has a bit of the creator's voice in it. So that's a good thing. And let me go ahead and pull this window by itself and shrink it to, or make it narrow. And as I'm making it narrow, this is kind of a hack to see how an opt-in page might appear on a mobile device. Of course, the best way is just to pull up your cell phone and look for it. But as I'm looking here, I can see that at least when I narrow this window, the call to action button is not on the first screen. And that is kind of a simple optimization that you want to make, just so that in one screenshot, somebody can see your opt-in page, know the value, and see the button to opt in. I'm pasting this right now onto my cell phone. As you're looking on the screen, I have a small cell phone, iPhone 11 Pro. I like the smaller cell phone screens actually because they fit in my pocket. Oh, it's also true on on my small device. See there? That opt-in button indeed, that call to action button indeed is not on the first screen of the device. So that's one thing that I would change. This is okay. This is okay for organic. Well, it's a more forgivable issue for organic traffic because organic traffic is warm and loves you and wants to learn from you, right? But for cold traffic, which is what I specialize in with Facebook ads, they don't know you from anyone and they just need their problem solved and they want it solved easily. And yes, having that button on the first screen does matter. So let's continue down the page. On the left-hand side of the desktop page that I'm looking at now, is the text that I just read with the call to action button. And on the right-hand side is a picture of Angela with her laptop. Going down to the second portion of the page, it's kind of divided in half. And on the left-hand side is a picture of Angela with Post-it notes on her wall. I always wanted to do that. I'm going to do that. Post-it notes on my wall because I got Post-it notes and I have a wall. On the right-hand side, it says, here's what you'll learn. So the image portrayed is one of her planning. On the right side, here are bullet points, what you'll learn. The here's what you'll learn is written in what looks like an H2 font, a font that's not as big as the H1 font at the top of the page. And this font is in italics. Underneath, the first bullet point, ooh, with champagne clinging glasses. That's classy. The number one thing most people forget to check before launching a funnel. Hint, in parentheses, you're probably holding it in your hands right now. Well done, Angela. Not only did you say what I'm going to learn, but you didn't say it. And you had a hint, which makes me wonder, what am I probably holding in my hands right now? I had a phone in my hands and I have my mouse in my hands. What is this thing that most people forget to check before launching a funnel? I want to know now. The second bullet point is why a beautiful sales page is not enough to convert your leads into customers. Cool. The way this is stated, again, makes me, the reader, want to sign up and see, well, why? And this is also because I happen to know, because I've reviewed so many sales pages, lots of people place confidence in their sales page design. Like, is it pretty enough? And actually, I do know something that's more important than a pretty sales page. So again, well done, Angela. Another bullet point, the 5 simple ways to elevate your funnel tech setup to maximize your funnel's potential. Now, this is more of a standard, here's what's included bullet point. There's not necessarily like curiosity baked in, but that's okay because the first 2 bullet points have me super curious. So I like this part. And then we got a bio down underneath. It's a blue section now, and it has a picture of Angela on the left half, and then the bio is on the right side. And there's another light beige button, which stands out, by the way, so good job there, saying sign up now. Now, before I read the bio, I'm not actually going to read her bio. I will make a note. On an opt-in page, I'm noticing that her opt-in button at top is black, which I see because it contrasts with the very light beige background. But then the opt-in button here on this blue bio section is a light beige. Now, I would recommend that the call to action button on an opt-in page or a sales page is always the same color. It could be good to find a third color, a tertiary color, if you will, that contrasts and stands out on no matter what the background is, because many opt-in pages and sales pages kind of alternate or even use 3 different colors of backgrounds for different sections, and that's fine. The reason why is you want it to be visually apparent and ultra clear. This color is the only color on a page, and that color is something I click on. And so by making the button its own color and the same color every time, then you can kind of guarantee that visually the page reader understands this is where I click, this is what I do. And when I click, what happens? Both of these buttons send me straight to the bottom of the page where it says register here. Very clear. Now there's something I would change here, which is the fields that Angela has. There are 3 fields. The first field says enter your first name. All right, cool. The second field says enter your email. Also very cool. But then there's a third field that says which of the following best describes you. Okay, and I have to click a little drop down caret, if you will, upside down triangle and choose from some options. One option says I want to build funnels for my own business. One option says I want to learn your funnel building secrets and offer it as a service. And the other option says none of these apply to me. I'm just curious about these funnel building mistakes. So here's my take on asking more information on an opt-in. I see what she's doing. And if you're doing the same, this allows you to segment your email list and thus maybe have a different follow-up sequence for the different kinds of people that are coming to your free thing, your masterclass, your workshop, to getting your lead magnet to download. So I see that. I would I would test this. Now, from my experience, the more information you request, especially from cold traffic, the lower percentage of traffic or page visitors that opt in to your free thing. However, she could simply test this by removing the choices from her menu here and just having it be the first name and the email field. And then after, maybe in the first email, she could have those two links, contextual links that her email CRM knows. If somebody clicks here, then they are like on the first link, then they want to build funnels for their own business. And if they click the second link, they want to offer it as a service. And how you do that is you just say, hey, here's the thing that you registered for. I just wanted you to know that I help two kinds of people. In order to better help you or to have this more useful emails land in your inbox, click one of these links so you get tips that are more relevant to you, and something like that. Now, I already submitted my information to go to this thank you page. So let's just go there. So she has embedded her evergreen webinar on the thank you page. I am not going to watch this webinar and react to it. What I am going to do is comment on some things that I see. First thing I don't see that I would love to see is a buy button. Now you're looking at the screen and you can see on this beige screen underneath a header that says watch the masterclass, and then there's paragraph or body-sized print underneath that says feel free to adjust the playback settings in the bottom right-hand corner. Why is in the right-hand corner? Why is that there? I wonder the purpose of that. I would have not used my subheader just to say feel free to adjust the settings. Some people don't like that. Some people don't care. I wouldn't use the heading for that. I would maybe use the heading to sell the view of the masterclass, so to speak, like to hint at what is so good about the masterclass and get somebody to watch the video right now as opposed to waiting. So I'm looking at this video. I've scrolled all the way to the end where I see $400 with a strike through, and it says 300 for the next 5 days. Okay. I don't see a buy button. I actually clicked through this video to make sure there was no magical setups, and a buy button never and still hasn't popped up underneath the video. So we want a buy button right here. In fact, look at this thank you page. It's so short. A buy button plus the actual sales page could be put right under here, or at least portions of the sales page could be added right underneath this video. Since the video makes a pitch at the end, why not? All right, now another thing I see is it says 300 for the next 5 days, and I am a big proponent of like an ethical deadline funnel. I use a software called Deadline Funnel, which means that when somebody hits this page, they will have a true deadline that would last for whatever the course creator sets it at, in this case, 5 days. That way, no matter what the person does, they actually have a deadline of 5 days, and that can be set up as out of integrity with Deadline Funnel. You can go and research that. There's a link in the descriptions below to a Deadline Funnel, to the website, Deadline Funnel. I use Deadline Funnel in my business. It's pretty cool. So for the next 5 days, here's one critique. For pre-recorded, i.e. evergreen funnels like this one, you want to go with a 3-day, 4-day absolutely max, kind of cart open, discount available, bonus available thing here. 5 days is a long time, almost too long. Selling is serving. You want somebody to get your product because you know it's going to help them, right? In this case, this masterclass is going to help me do a lot. It's going to help me launch a funnel. It's going to help me make a sales page that relies on more than beauty, more than looks, to convert customers. It's going to show me how to set up my tech funnel my funnel tech, right? So, and this program, what's the program going to do even more and better stuff that will help me? If you give me 5 days, I'm probably going to put it off. I mean, most definitely, I'll put a decision off as long as I can. So if you give me 5 days, that just allows lots of life to happen and derail me from getting something that should help me out. So, course creator, as you're listening and you have an evergreen funnel or one that's on demand, have the cart open period, the bonus availability period be like 3 days. Now, one, this allows you, if you're writing your emails right now and you're thinking, how do I write 5 days of emails? Well, now you don't have to. You can write 3 days of emails. So fewer emails is better. And your best written, most potent emails are able to do their work. And you don't have to fill up your email sequence with kind of bleh emails. Like, I understand, I'm not a great writer. Also, with a shorter timeline, more people will be empowered to make their decision. Now, I'm looking at Angela's here and wondering, how is she reinforcing this discount for the next 5 days? And also, it says $100 off, but when I go to the website, thesystemsrx.com, and I click on the funnel pharmacy where I can purchase many things that she sells. And lots of this, I mean, I think all of it's really useful, actually. I'm very tempted to buy something now just on the review. But I'm looking here on the sales page, and the price here is, well, I actually clicked on a button. I didn't get the price. Oh, I missed it. There's a little tip right there. If you have an anchor link, as in a link where you click a button and it moves you down further down the page, test that anchor link, or if you're anchoring to an area, and make sure that the full section is visible when somebody clicks that link and is magically or automatically teleported further down your page. Because as you can see on the desktop here, when I clicked the link, some of what was above the link was not visible in this section, and I didn't actually see the price. So I wasn't sure if what the price was. So now that I've clicked the link, I've gone to the checkout page, and it is indeed still available for, I believe, oh, this is like yeah, $300. So where's that $300 to $400 discount? I mean, in this day and age, people are kind of savvy, and they might just go look at the website and see, oh, is this really only $300 for the next 5 days? And if they see, oh, it's actually still just $300, then they might think, oh, I can just come back later. It's not that they'll say, oh, you course creator, you didn't set up your funnel, you know? They'll just say, oh, I can come back later because it looks like the discount, it's not temporary, it's a forever discount. And I want more people to end up working with you to get help. So what else do I see here? Going through, so lack of the buy button, but I'm assuming, Angela, you're sending out emails, follow-up emails that do have a button to click through to checkout page. Well, I like that it's clear. It says, oh, hold on, hold on. This is reaction style. I haven't gone through the whole page yet. Right here at the top of the checkout page. So this checkout page, at least on a desktop, is divided into two sections. And actually, each section is a different color. A left side section that's beige, we'll call it Manila Office Envelope beige. And a right side section that is also beige, we'll call that kind of beige, super trendy Parisian BCBG beige. Is that the brand? BCBG? I think so. BCBG. BCBG is how you say those words in French. I used to speak French. I used to work in France. True story. Chinese. 12 years of living in China and speaking Chinese, deleted all my French. Of course, that's my excuse. I never really kept up my French. Anyway, on the sales page, on the checkout page here, I do see this video. There's a little heading right under um, this kind of graphical representation of like a desktop monitor and some laptops that have the course and like little things that represent the course graphically inside. It says, watch the video below to see what you get when you enroll. I don't like videos on sales pages. I know video sales letters are a thing, but I just don't like videos because not everybody will click, and of the people that click, not everybody will watch the whole video, and you would need to really be good at your videos and structuring them in a way that gets as many people to watch as possible, to keep watching, right? And just in an image or a graphic, the value that you're trying to portray or the message you're trying to portray is more immediately and easily consumable. Now, also, there's something else I see here, which is on her video, besides the fact that I would never put a video on a checkout page, just because this video is 8 minutes. And is this video crucial in helping somebody convert who's thinking about buying into buying? But I don't know, but do we need 8 minutes for that? Also, this is a checkout page. You get here because somebody has already, like, you've already clicked to the sales page, and then you've read enough on the sales page to click the buy button. I.e., I believe that somebody who comes to a checkout page already has a high buying intent. And that's why I'm looking at the camera right now. High buying intent. So we don't want to put anything in front of them that could delay and or introduce a bunch of new variables into their mind to make them not so sure about buying. Now, this video, I'm sure is fine. I'm not even going to watch it, but it's a course walkthrough. Could walking through the course at this stage make somebody have some questions and then want to email and get some answers? That's okay. Just somebody with the best intentions of buying the course and emailing to get answers might never actually get around to emailing. And also, this software that Angela's using, it shows how many people have previously viewed the video. So it says right here on like the video thumbnail, 4 views. In a world of social proof where we can so easily see how many people, 157, 28, have watched or done something, when I see 4, it just doesn't give me that much confidence. I'm like, only 4 people watched this? And then I start wondering, well, okay, sure. But how many people saw this checkout page? How many people are in the course? And my brain just manufactures another stupid reason, by the way, to not get the course. So I would take the video off of the checkout page. Underneath the video, I see contact information as like a little subheader, and then first name, last name, email address. Cool. Awesome. And I see a little check box that says I agree with terms and conditions. Also cool. I got a pay in full button for $300, and I have a 2x payment of $150. Dun da 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 dun, 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 dun. Right here. When you have a payment plan, in general, your payment plan total payments total to like, let's say 10 to 15%. Well, maybe that's a little high. We could say 8 to like 12% extra over what you would have for the pay in full. And that reason is a couple of reasons, actually. One, pay in full can come at a discount to a payment plan because you're rewarding somebody for paying everything up at once, because then your business gets to collect all those funds up front, which is much better for your business operation. When you introduce a payment plan, you're automatically introducing more risk. The risk is that somebody might not complete all the payments in a payment plan, especially if that payment plan, the more payments involved in a payment plan, the higher percentage of people that end up having a failed payment. And then you have to spend time going and trying to get that payment back. And sometimes you can't get that payment. It's just part of the online course experience. So when you have a payment plan, make sure that you're charging more total for the payment plan. That way somebody has incentive just to pay all in full, which is better for your business. Now, but there are some folks, and I've heard this reasoning, that they want their program to be accessible, equally accessible to people of different financial means. And so for that reason, they make their payment plans, even though they might have like be a 6-pay, they make the 6-pay total up to the same amount as the pay in full. Okay. If because you have, say, something that you strongly believe in that would cause you to do this, then you need to stick with your values. Values are the word that I'm saying. Stick with your values. And if your values are saying you want this program to be accessible to people of different financial means, therefore you will not add in an extra markup, if you will, on a payment plan option. Great. Great, because you're sticking with your values, and we all value different things. And as many of you know, your values come with a cost, right? Like my values come with a cost, and that's just how it is. So own your values, count the cost, so to speak, and plan accordingly with your payment plans. Now, I love this checkout cart because it doesn't overwhelm with a bunch of options like put in your physical address and all this. It's just credit card number and then the standard, month and year expiration date and security code. Payment details, all pricing in USD. I'm seeing underneath this payment information field, there's a little payment details subheader with like 3 dots. It says one payment only. That does the payment details change when I click the pay option? The 2x payment plan option? No. So I wouldn't put one payment only in payment details because that's not context sensitive. The next bullet point says all pricing is in USD. Well, that could be good to know. And then another bullet point says payment will be charged to your credit card automatically and you will be emailed a receipt. Okay, fair enough. When I hit complete order, well, for me, nothing happens except for the fields that I have to fill in. There's 2 little icons under here, and I can't even read what they say, but it looks like one says trusted seller, it's super small, and another one says award-winning. Now, I don't pretend to understand the psychology of having icons, and anybody can get the standard icons that are on or whatever checkout software you use. But I would say if you're going to have these icons there anyway, even though to me they don't really mean much, at least make them bigger so that somebody can see that you're a trusted seller. All right, on the right-hand side of this checkout page, I love that there are testimonials and they are presented in a visually appeasing way, and they're big and they're easy to read. I like the presentation. Each testimonial, so now we're on the BCBG beige brand side of the checkout page, and the testimonials are in a white box that has soft rounded corners. So we'll say a white boxy bubble with a cool font and 5 stars under the name of the person who's giving the testimonial, and then the testimonial is there. One says, the value here is kind of ridiculous. I've paid way more for funnel courses and programs and have been taught far less. Awesome. Right there, this testimonial is just saying the price is right for so much value. Boom. Next testimonial says, you should definitely try out this course if you want to organize your thinking about funnels. Cool. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and Angela's framework of breaking it down step by step helped me understand the specific action items I needed to take. Again, cool. Awesome. So these testimonials seem to be working. Way above those, I see today's payment, 150, or if I click on the 300 pay in full option, it says total payment, $300. At the top of this side, I see what's included, subheader, and then my signature funnel building checklist. It's 3 little bullet points. And you know what I love about these bullet points? They're super concise. 2 are 2 lines and 1 is 1 line. She's not trying to give an exhausted college syllabusy outline of the course, and she's right to keep it short and simple. Why? Well, because the more you write, the more potential objections that somebody might have. So just summarize what's included. Plus these bonuses, though, where she does say there's a fuss-free funnel maintenance training. I like that word fuss-free. There's a synchronized email and countdown timer training. Ooh. That is pretty cool. Follow-up funds training. I don't even know what a follow-up funds training means. So maybe that language would need to be changed to something that's more easily understandable, as in the value is conveyed in a more easily consumable way. The next bullet point says over-the-shoulder deadline funnel setup. Now that is valuable because deadline funnel can be a little tricky to set up. It's not crazy complicated, but she has it there. Again, if you are thinking about setting up an integrity type funnel so that when the deadline passes, it's actually impossible for somebody to purchase the offer, head to the description below where I have a trial link for deadline funnel. And then here it says drive your IG leads to your funnel with mini chat training. That is ultra valuable. So these bonuses are really really good. My name's QUÄY.jo. Thanks for listening. Please leave a comment below this video on the YouTube channel telling me what you thought was most useful from this episode, because that helps me understand, and future funnel reviews will contain more of the useful things. Until next time, when you see or watch me, be blessed. Bye.